So what's happening, guys? I'm going to explain exactly what's going on in this type of a sequence because it's not what you think. And if you have any experience, you know this. You know it's not what you think already, but some people are seriously pressed about this kind of stuff. And I understand why, but bro, I'm telling you, it is not what you think. Let's say you're dating this person and then you're not. And then some other person's with some other person and they start flaunting them and showing them off and making it seem like they're so happy on social media for everybody to see. I'm telling you right now, it is not what you think. And that's not going to last. They're going to delete that person. They're going to delete them off their social media. They're not going to be with them. There's some girls that I know, bro, that's been with like 10 plus different dudes. All of a sudden, that guy's deleted. The pictures they have together, having such a great time, is deleted. She's with somebody else, doing other things with somebody else. These are not even people I know like personally, but I kind of know them. And you just see stuff like that happening. And these guys are all being punished one by one by one by one because it's exactly what these narcs do. It's just a temporary supply source. They think, I guarantee you, this type of girl sold them a dream, made it seem like they're going to be together. That's like the vibe of what's going on in the pictures, and all of a sudden it's a wrap. And that's another reason why you should probably have a pretty private life and not put stuff like that all over the internet, because it comes back to bite you. It comes back to bite you. You put stuff like that out there and then you just look like a crazy person. Like, this person looks extremely crazy. Like, everybody knows that. So any of you that are going through a situation where the past person that you were with is like flaunting other people on social media, and it's like, wow, what the heck? It like come out of nowhere. Trust me, that is not going to last. They could be together for even a year. They could be together for a year and a half or two. But it's going to come to an end. Trust me. They are doing it to look a certain way. They think it's going to make them happy. Bro, these people are confused. They really think the stuff they're doing is like creating happiness and fulfillment. Sometimes these individuals are actually delusional. Until time keeps going on and they realize this isn't even what I like. This isn't even what I want. What is happening? I'll tell you what's happening. You are delusional. You think what you're doing is the right things. You think short term, yeah, I'm going to be with this person, but then you're not. So, this is what they do. And it only makes them look a lot worse. Like, when you see, like, there's certain people, sure, they take pictures together and stuff like that, and it's like, it's legit. But then there's people where you know it's not going to be legit. Like, I predicted so many things before when it has come to other people. I have predicted, like, acquaintances that I know that are guys that, like, I just know them. You see them around, you came from a similar place, and you know who they are. You have conversations the odd time when you see them, and it's like, I have predicted these types of people in relationships for them to end just from what I've seen going on, from my experience, from what they don't know. And they are clueless because you can only know what you know, right? You can be fooled. I could be fooled. You could be fooled. Anybody could be fooled until you have a certain amount of experience. And those things that used to work on you is just no longer going to work. It's just simply not. And you see it happen to other people, and it's like, there's nothing you can say because you have to let them learn. And if you told them the truth, they probably wouldn't believe you anyways. Because these narcs are making it seem so believable. So believable. But it's not going to last. And that's the unfortunate thing for people that get in these certain situations. It ends up turning them so pissed off and cold and everything else, and I know what that feels like. I've been there myself. You get pissed. Something happens and it rubs you the wrong way, and it's like, that shit was not right. And I've never felt that for a very long time, but I know what it feels like. And I know these individuals' tactics. I know what they do. So when you see it happening to other people in real time, you can predict what's going to happen, and I've done it countless amounts of times. There's friends I have right now that I tell them, bro, when you get in a relationship or whenever you start talking to a new girl, like, talk to me. Let me know what's going on, and I will tell you exactly what's happening. Like, and this is a guy recently that got screwed over, so it's like, I got your back. I got your back. I don't want to see this happen to anybody, and some of these narcs are good and they can fool you. They absolutely can. You see some of these girls, like I said, with different guys, and they're going on these trips, and all of a sudden the pictures are deleted and all this stuff. Why? Because the fun time is now over. You come back to maybe regular life, you start working your jobs again, all of a sudden the narc is going to pick a fight with you, and all of a sudden it's done. Because you were only a supply source to them in the first place. And they're going to torture you. You've done nothing but good for them. Now, they're going to torture you for it. For being a good person. For doing good things for them. They then torture you. They discard you. After they discard you, they got somebody else in the picture because there was somebody else in the picture even before you even knew. Even before you knew, there was another person in the picture. And they come in, you get discarded, new pictures with a new supply. And the only thing you can think from the stuff that you've been through with the narc is, damn, this new guy has no idea what he's in for. If they could do this to me, they're sure shit gonna do this to this guy. And then it happens. And this is how the narc carries on in life. With their little fantasies, they reel a man in and destroy his life. I know their tactics. I know what they do. I don't enjoy talking to these individuals, bro. I don't enjoy it. At all. And when I see it, yep, I'm out. It's basically like, there's no such thing as mutual with these individuals. They make it out to be what they want it to be instead of it being like a mutual type of thing. Where they want similar things as you want. Instead of this like narrative where they want to like control the whole dynamic of the relationship or the new whatever you guys have going on. That's what they want. They'll convince you to let's go on a trip, and they'll get in your head. Let's go on a trip. Let's do this. It'll be so fun together. Da, 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 da. They're only doing it so they can get a free trip. They're using you as supply. You're the supplier. You're nothing more than a supplier. And then when all the fun is over, they go somewhere else and they don't care what they've done to you at all. They'll make excuses. They don't care. They're very dirty individuals. The difference is, I wholeheartedly believe just about anybody could screw over anybody. If they really wanted to. There's tons of women I could completely destroy and take advantage of. But I don't. Because that's not my intention. I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that? It's not only going to destroy another human being, it's going to waste your time as well. Like, what's the point? The difference is, all narcs do is waste time. That's all they do. Nothing is real for them. Nothing. They will screw you over. They will get you in a bad position. They'll put you in a terrible position. And when it comes to yourself, you could put people in terrible positions, but you don't. Anybody could do it. I could do it. There's probably a lot of you that could do it to somebody as well. But we don't. We don't reel people in and get what we want and just throw them away. But they do it all the time. All the time. And the crazy thing is like, bro, they make you believe that you're like together, like attached, everything else. They sell you a whole ass dream. They tell you all these things are going to happen and you're together and things are going the right way, and the discard phase after those things happen is coming. Your day is coming. People with empathy don't sell others' dreams. We don't waste our time. We don't take them down some rabbit hole to get what we want and then throw them away. We just say it as it is. We don't do those things. We don't destroy other human beings. We stay in our lane. What's good for us is what we know is good for us, and that's what we will take on. And if it's not, then it's not. If something makes sense, then it makes sense. And that's the way we think. We don't, like I said, we don't go around destroying other human beings. Who has time to even do that? The narc. Because that's their whole motive and intention to begin with in the first place. Like, they will do anything, brother, to get their way, including destroying your life, leaving you just so pissed off because of what happened. It's going to rub you the wrong way. It's happened to me before. It's happened to most people at least once. At least. It's happened to me countless amounts of times until I finally caught on. And the countless amounts of times was from the exact same person that I gave chance after chance after chance to. And then you put a stop to it. And then they try to come back and you're like, hell no. Because you learned. And it took time. But you learn. You carry on with yourself. You pick yourself back up. You shake it off. Shake the dust off. And continue to go. And guess what? They're going to try very hard to mess with your head. They're going to try very hard to get somebody else. They probably already have somebody else. They're going to post them, make it seem like they're living this happy, happy life, but deep down inside, you know the truth. You know what's happening. You've seen this person do the same things as you, and it wasn't real, and you know it wasn't real. So you know it's not real with them either. Somebody else is caught in the narc's web. Because that's what it's like. You're like the free fly, roaming around Earth, flying free. And you get caught in the narc's web. And like a spider, they feast on your corpse. And that's what they will do to you. And even after that, it's not done. They're going to torture you more. They're going to try to mess with your mind by posting other people doing things. Look who I'm with. Ha 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 ha. You're going to see all kinds of that type of stuff. And if you're falling for that, you're just getting tortured even more. Don't fall for it. See it for what it is. Any of you that has been with a narc and now you're not. If they have a new supply, they're posting them all happy and stuff like this. Are they really though? I guarantee you, bro. that next relationship is coming to an end. I don't know what it is about me, but I can't hurt somebody really bad. You could say no to somebody, like, that's nothing. That is nothing. You're not even doing anything. You're doing what's right. You can say yes to people. You can say no to people. You're being upfront. You're not leading nobody on. You're not leading nobody astray. That's a good thing. But to completely sell somebody on something is a whole different ball game of torture. Because what you sold them is not going to be what it is. It's just not. And that's what narcs have no problem doing to you. They have no problem. That's something I can't do. I just don't get how people can stoop that low. Like, I always think of others before I even think about myself in terms of like screwing somebody over. Like, if my actions is going to cause pain and suffering and agony to somebody else, it's something you should just know as a human being with good morals that you probably shouldn't do. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't understand. Like, I'm not the only one on earth that's like this. There's a lot of people that can't do this to somebody else, but there's a lot of people that can. And I just don't get it. Those are the people that when you know they're like that, you have to cut them off. You got to cut their heads clean off and never look at them the same again. Never talk to them again. Never speak to them again. Nothing. Because you already know what's going on. You already know. You're going to get narked. Whether it's even a friend, a relationship partner, a family member. Whatever it might be, you will get narked. There were some teachers I had that were narcs. They stooped very low in class. They embarrassed kids in front of the whole class. Imagine a teacher doing that. In front of a whole classroom. Well, that's pretty low for a teacher. It's pretty low for a student to do, like to bully somebody else in class. But for a teacher to embarrass a student in front of the whole class, that's low. Like, you probably shouldn't do that. But I'm telling you, brother, some people, they just don't care. They just don't care enough. Like, they will screw you over. They will get the better of you. And when you know you're dealing with a person like that, you have to cut them off. Just stop dealing with them. Stop dealing with them. Stop talking to them. Just stop. You don't have to get your revenge if they've done you dirty. You don't got to do any of that stuff. Just stop completely. And I guarantee you, when you live your life as if they don't even exist, it's going to cause a narc injury. And they're going to try to do something to you. They're going to try to come back to you. They're going to try to do something, and it's going to bother the hell out of them whenever they cannot get to you. It bothers them because you got the last laugh. When you get the last laugh, you get the last laugh forever, folks. Forever. That's the last thing that happened. Nothing they ever done to you that ever affected you even matters anymore, because you got the last laugh and you ride off into the sunset free. They're always going to have that big fat L that you caused them, and it's going to haunt them. They're going to want to get you back, but they can't. They can't do nothing to get you back, because you don't let them. You don't let them close. You don't let them in. You get the last laugh on these scumbags, because they will do anything to do you dirty. They'll do anything to you just to get ahead. A lot of these modern day females, they'll do anything just to get themselves ahead, to live the life they want to live. They'll use man to man to man. They'll use this man for these kinds of things, but they want another man for different things, and they want another man for different sorts of things. And you got to watch out for these people, bro. You got to watch out for these people, because they will ruin your life. They will. And I've had things happen to me, and by golly, it ain't gonna happen again. I promise you that. It ain't gonna happen again. Because I stand my ground, I stay in my lane, I do what's right. It's damn near impossible to get to me. Damn near impossible. I know what's genuine and what's not. And what's not genuine is what I leave behind. No problem. I am unfazed, unbothered, untouched. I'm good. I'm in my lane. I'm doing things right. I ain't gonna go out there and do things the wrong way, like a lot of these filthy animals. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna take my time. I'm doing things the right way. We got one life, folks. There's no point in doing things short term to get over on somebody to get a small little win, because it's going to lead to multiple losses of your own. It's very important to do what's right and to be patient and to save it. It's the best way. There's no better way. But in these filthy animals' minds, in their minds, there's no better way than to get over on this person and to lie like a scumbag and get over on them and make it seem like it's something that it's not, and to get over on them because I'm just so smart and I can do these things. Like a literal scumbag. They're not your friend. They're not with you. They are scumbags. So leave these folks in the rear view mirror and peace out with them. And move on in your life with ultimate peace and satisfaction. Keep satisfying yourself. Stay patient. Put in the work. Do the time. And they will do the crime.